This is more than an audiobook. It's a glimpse into what we are and what we could be. If this message speaks to you, share it. If we reach 10,000 likes, I'll bring the full vision to life, with music, AI animation, and all the voices that echo beyond the veil. Section 1, Intro and Walk into the Curria. Light cascades behind me like early morning through a chapel window. I stand in the center of the frame and speak calmly but directly. Hey friends, Scott here, back on another adventure. If you've watched before and stayed for the outros, you know my channel, The Renaissance Spirit, is a way of engaging history as dialogue, not just with the past, but with the future. Our work is a message to posterity. Will they inherit justice and wisdom, or wonder why we failed to act? I begin walking. The scene widens. Dim stone corridors give way to something luminous and impossible. With the power of AI, hence my current visage, we're going to visit some from the past and some from the future, and hear what they think of our moment right now, and what they expect of us moving forward. You won't want to miss this. The marble beneath my feet is deep blue, veined with gold that glows like constellations. The walls pulse with ancient languages: Egyptian, Mayan, Latin, Arabic, Sanskrit, alive with memory. I wave. Hey, David? The living statue of David turns his head and nods quietly. He is fully human now, sharply dressed, posture relaxed. We enter the hall of virtue and wisdom. At the far end, a soft pulsing glow rises. The veil. Where shall we go first? Section 2, The Veil and Socrates. I stand before the veil. It pulses blue, gold, silver, an infinite tapestry, tightly woven, larger the closer you approach. This is the veil, a thin spot between worlds, a place of passage to the unknown, a device for time travel, for visiting the dead, the living, and the multiverse. I step closer. The mist thickens, whispers echo, thunder rolls softly through silk. Then I walk forward. Time stretches. I begin to levitate, pulled into a vortex. Fire, rivers, starlight, a child's laugh, then silence. Featherlight, I land on soil. It is Athens, 399 BCE. Olive branches filter sunlight. Bees hum. A barefoot man scribbles in dust with a stick. Socrates? He looks up, smiling faintly. You are not from here. Too well groomed. You smell faintly of burnt silicon. Guilty, I reply. May I ask you a few things about us? That is the point of existing. Go ahead. I tell him of our moment. Climate change, declining democracy, threats from AI, surveillance capitalism, inequality, wars, loneliness. You are experiencing the collapse of meaning, he says. You have not lost technology. You've lost the why. I explain our coping mechanisms, drugs, anger, alcohol, food, that our governments and culture are breaking down, that culture wars profit only those who profit from culture wars. Follow the coin, he smiles, and then ask who minted it. We speak of burnout, fear, and the need for moral action. He tells me, a civilization cannot thrive where comfort becomes more sacred than conscience. Teach your young that character matters more than clicks. Remember, truth is often unpopular, but so is fire before it becomes a beacon. I thank him. He replies, Don't thank me, thank your crisis. It is the teacher now. The veil shimmers once more. Section 3, The Hopeful Future, 2026. I step again through the veil. This time the threads are gold, pulsing like a heart. The mist is warm, filled with human voices layered like a choir. Now I land in a sunlit city street. It is 2026, a world apart. Buildings breathe with plant life. Bikes outnumber cars. Laughter echoes. A woman approaches, grounded and confident. Her name is Meera Joshi, community delegate. She smiles. You found me? This is next year, she explains. Or it could be a future where people stood not just against things, but for something better. She shows me. Solar panels repaired by hand, murals of heroes, cooperative markets, children learning from elders. She tells me, we regulated AI before it regulated us. We broke up monopolies, taxed billionaires, invested in public life. We didn't fix everything, but we stopped ignoring everything. We remembered we belonged to the earth. I ask why now. Because no one was coming to save us. We realized it wasn't too late, but it would be if we waited. Her words burn. Stop saying you don't have time. You do. Stop saying it's too big. It isn't. Stop waiting for the world to deserve your best. It needs your best right now. The future will remember the excuses we made or the courage we showed. The veil appears again. This future is just a year away, I say, if we make it happen. Section 4, The Failed Future, 2026. I step once more into the veil, but it resists. The colors dull. There is no music, only static. I land hard, a fallen city. Gray skies thick with chemical haze. Drones patrol. Screens demand compliance. Sidewalks are cracked. People queue at a distribution center. On the courthouse steps sits Lucas Grant, 2026, hood pulled low. He tells me bitterly, nothing happened, nobody acted, people argued online, bought things to numb themselves, and by the time they realized no one was steering the ship, the water was already at the windows. He describes democracy dying quietly, AI writing laws, lobbyists rubber stamping them, protests criminalized, climate collapse, packaged protein paste. You already know what's coming, he says. You all use coping mechanisms because you know this isn't working. You're afraid to stop pretending. His final words cut. You know the system's broken. You're just afraid of what happens if you stop pretending it's not. The veil opens faintly. Lucas does not notice, or no longer believes. This is the world we inherit if we let fear and comfort rule us, I whisper. Section 5. The progeny behind the veil. Now I step deeper. The spiral does not pull. The threads tremble as if the veil holds its breath. I walk through dense fog like the inside of a memory. In the distance, a figure approaches. Their features shift, sometimes familiar, sometimes blurred. It is not one person, but the one you would imagine. What would they say of us? Would they forgive us? Have we forgiven those who came before? The air trembles. The figure raises a hand in invitation. What would you tell them right now? I step back. My voice clears. I can't let you through the veil yet. Not until you've joined the work, cared enough to be part of the solution. What will history, or our own descendants, say of us now? The mist rises, the figure waits, always watching. Section 6. The Renaissance Spirit Outro. I return slowly through the veil. Back in the Hall of Virtue and Wisdom, David nods, not in applause, but in respect. I turn, grounded and firm. Thank you for listening. You've joined the Renaissance Spirit, a channel for a just, equitable, humanitarian world. We explore history, politics, culture, and the lessons of civilization, from ancient Rome to modern America. The Renaissance isn't over. It waits inside anyone who chooses curiosity, courage, and conscience. Our work is a message to posterity. Will they inherit justice and wisdom, or wonder why we failed to act? I stand before the constellation-veined marble. Subscribe, take the Renaissance quiz, carry the spark. Because if history is collapsing in real time, someone has to narrate the fall and plant the seeds of what comes after. Live the Renaissance spirit. History has not died, only our understanding of it.